the splash of sewer water surprises you as an alligator or a crocodile, I don't know, whatever. An alligator lunges towards Carmine. And let's all get initiatives.
And Slicks is like, not on my nice new clothes.
Did you put them on before we left?
Oh, yeah. I'm walking around in them. I got my loafers on.
You know, Balzac's can be insufferable if you prove him right.
Balzac's already insufferable.
All right, Balzac, what's your initiative?
My 10 exploded, so I got 23.
You're a cheesy monkey.
Wow.
Kat,
14.
what's your reflex?
7.
Okay. Alley Cat
11.
and Slicks.
18.
All right. So, Balzac, about 10 feet in front of you is this alligator that is lunging toward, and it's gigantic. It's a huge alligator. And it's lunging towards Carmine.
Okay. Balzac is going to go into the golf bag. He's going to pull out a pitching wedge, and he is going to advance forward and try and he's going to try and smack this thing in the face.
All right.
That is a 17.
And remind our listeners on what an opposed check on
on melee weapons is evasion plus reflex plus a d10 to avoid the attack entirely.
All right. Sorry, what was your roll?
I got 17.
Oh, I rolled 17 as well.
I think Ty goes the defender, so.
All right.
All right, and then gonna try and poke it in the eye.
Okay.
With a karate chop. All right. This time it's a 26.
Ooh, I don't think I'll be able to do that. Nope, I do not.
Yeah, I would fucking. I'm running away if you beat that. I put all of my solo power into combat damage, and I rolled like a fucking turd. Okay, so 10 damage.
Okay, not all of it goes through.
I don't know how natural armor applies, but it's fine.
Yeah. So how does it apply towards unnatural armor?
Yeah, to armor that's worn, it reduces it in half. So I don't know how that would apply for the crocodilian's hide.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think we just say it doesn't apply, and we can look it up later.
Okay, let's do that. Slicks.
Slicks backs up a bit and goes, oh my god, not of my shit, and lines up. You know, he's using his left hand, obviously, and he's just doing a bunch of aim shots now, and he's aiming a shot at the crocodile's belly, you know, because it's a big fat sewer lizard.
Yeah.
So
and it is rearing up, so you can get a shot on this belly.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
But
okay.
but doing that, you are making a named shot.
Oh yeah. But Slicks is really good at it. So 19 plus 9, 28 minus 8, 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah. You stupid, I don't know what you are, a reptile or amphibian. Ooh, I got 2 6s.
Oh, and on an 8, well, you did it on the body, so all right.
I did it on the body, yeah.
Okay, so calculate your damage first.
Okay. Well, 2 6s and a 2.
So that's 14.
14, yeah.
Okay. Then we'll do the a critical hit because 2 6s equals a critical hit, pal.
Yeah.
And it's just to the body. So why don't you roll me another 6 or 2d6?
2d6. A 6.
You have broken its front leg. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And you did an additional 5 points of damage on this. So you did 19 points of damage in total.
Ooh.
Nice shot. Is that your only shot?
No, I can fire 2 shots. I
Oh,
get an extra shot. Oh, yeah, you stupid. I'm going to break your other leg. This is an aim shot at the other leg.
okay.
Slicks feels great. He's in this new garb. He's shooting with his offhand.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay. Well, 25. Oh, shit. 25. That's 17.
17 on a pistol, that hits.
Oh, my God. Okay, great. Oh. 2 5s and a 3, so 13 damage.
Oh, you've damaged this thing pretty hardcore.
Oh, nice.
And as it was lunging towards Carmine, I'm going to keep the attack on Carmine.
Okay.
And it bites at Carmine. Oh, but he misses. I rolled a 1 on that. Damn. So the big chompers come down and it just barely misses Carmine. And Carmine goes back and like a chunk of his hair goes with the alligator. And Carmine goes, no, not my hair, I'm balding. Tab.
When we were getting dressed at the theater, did any of us put on a belt around our waists?
Well, definitely not Alika because she's not wearing the dress.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say no to
Okay.
you. And then it's like so you're wearing the suit. The suits usually come with the belt. So yeah.
Yeah.
By the
Slicks,
way, they're alligator. It's an alligator belt.
Oh,
that makes
brilliant.
sense.
Even better.
Slicks, may I borrow your belt?
What? My belt? What the? There's a giant alley. Okay, you know what? I trust you. You do weird shit, Tab. Take it.
Thank you.
And his pants fall off a little bit, but he pulls them up.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Slicks has, I'm sure, amazing hips to keep those pants up. I'd like to thread the tongue of the belt through the buckle and sort of have like a slip knot on the belt.
Yeah.
And I want to see if I can fit it over the alligator's snoot and then like grab it like tight to keep his chompers from chomping us.
Okay, I like it, so I'm gonna allow it. So
Okay.
make me a melee attack.
You got it, boss. All right, so that's an 8 on the die. What do I add to my melee? Just my dex?
Your dex and any level you have in it. Yep.
But do you have brawling?
I do. Ooh, yeah, I do.
I'll allow you to use that if you don't.
Okay,
Ooh,
so that's
nice.
a 15 brawling.
Okay, so I can roll now. Yeah, you get it over the snout.
All right, so hopefully it's flailing enough that maybe just by holding the strap, it'll sort of self-tighten. And now we have a gator who can't chomp anyone.
Do me a favor though, just roll me an athletics check to make sure that because it's thrashing that you don't fall into the sewer. And that
I love these new dice. That's a 15.
Okay, you're managing to hold on. You're like double fisting the that's a better double handing the the belt, and you're like it's like moving you around. You know how like a large dog just will move you. Yeah, it's like you're fighting with a big boxer.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Or like say a German Shepherdy dog named
Yeah.
Max.
Oh, there you go. Alley cat. Your friend Tab is wrestling an alligator or a crocodile.
Storyteller question.
Yes. Storyteller
Can I-
answer.
Can I use the persuasion skill for animal handling?
Oh gosh. Try it, but I'm going to give you a massive penalty on it. Or a very high DC.
All right.
There is an animal handling skill using your int.
Oh, but I'm much.
Better at
Well,
persuasion. Yeah.
I'm slightly better at persuasion. I am 1 point higher of. Well, actually, no. Like skill wise, I'm actually like way better at persuasion. That's a 20.
But I'm also going to make you roll animal handling as well to see if it will allow you to make that persuasion check.
All right.
I'm making this up as I fly, by the way.
Say that. They'll never know.
Ignore what I just said.
Managed to roll the same dice roll 2 times in a row. That's always something. A 13 animal handling.
Okay, so what? Roleplay this out. What are you saying to this alligator? By the way, which is not a sentence I did not think I was going to say.
So Tab is kind of like wrestling its snoot, and Alley Cat kind of crouches down in front of it and stares at it like in its eye, like just like straight on into one of its eyes because it's like looking out the one side. And she says, "Very bad."
And what did you roll again on your persuasion?
20.
So it looks at you, and it's like ground, so fresh, but then it stops and it sits on its hind legs.
Are you gonna be good now?
And it's staring at you.
And she gives it a little like tap on its nose, like just like a nice little pet on the end of its snout.
Yeah, and it stops thrashing.
And she looks up at Tab and she just grins.
And Tab has seen Alley Cat in action before with four-footed creatures, so she's a little surprised, but not as much as you might expect. Good job. Can you ask it if I take its muzzle off, if it will continue to not bite us, please? And and also its name. We should find out its name.
Okay, it doesn't.
I don't speak alligator, Tab.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Slicks comes up with this gun and no hand. He's like, what the hell is going on here?
I want to know what Balzac's thinking, having never encountered this before.
Balzac says nothing.
So Alley Cat just kind of looks at the alligator and she says, "No biting." Okay.
Make me another animal control handling.
Another 13.
You make me a persuasion check.
$18.
All right. He looks very calm.
Hey, this thing looks really calm. We should shoot it while it's calm.
I think, okay, so, and she just very slowly takes the belt and just like loosens it just a bit and sees, like, wait to see what the alligator does.
This is a wild sewer alligator. Just remember this.
It raises its head at you, and then it kind of buries its head into its injured arm.
Oh, good.
Her
Very
leg.
good.
Do you think alligators like jalapeno poppers?
No, I don't think they do. I think they like. I don't think that they're vegan.
I have a proposition for your alligator friend, whose name we still don't know. What if Carmine, you could use a backup, like you could use an attack alligator in the sewers. What if we trained the alligator to be like a defense alligator, an attack alligator, and like jalapeno poppers? Like, who doesn't love jalapeno poppers?
I think
Like-
alligators like human people poppers more than they like jalapeno poppers.
But maybe
I-
he's just hungry.
I think
Yeah.
the alligator would probably prefer rats, like actual
Oh, hey,
animal
hey.
rats,
Oh,
Like
animal
Carmine,
rats, not
yeah.
like people rats, not
Yeah.
like you, Carmine. You're our friend. We do not feed our friends to our other friends.
Listen, I'm all for having a pet alligator, but that thing just took like half of my hair.
I mean, you look
Good.
amazing though. It's like a real nice asymmetrical look. Like it's
Mm.
gonna be all the rage. And
It
like
gives
as
you-
Tab points to her shaved side and her long side.
Yeah, it's kind of an undercut effect, you know?
Yeah, it looks really
Pretty
good.
Oh,
trendy.
yeah? You like it like this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair.
Ooh.
Not to get off topic though, there's a gigantic alligator in front of us, and that's all I got to say about that.
Okay, why don't we slip on by? Slick's he holsters his gun and he starts to step over this alligator he just shot in both arms. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here before this thing. And he starts to also gingerly put on his belt again. Okay,
Are you putting on the belt in view of the alligator?
Yes.
Let me rephrase
Okay.
that. Are you putting your alligator belt on in view of the alligator?
Yes.
Alley Cat still has her arms kind of around its head a little bit, though. Just so you know.
Okay.
She's kind of hugging it like in a way that you would hug a large dog. Like, this is
Does
how
a
she.
giant alligator have
Yeah.
sentience enough to notice that one of its brethren is now wrapped around Slick's hips?
I imagine the alligator's looking at the shoes to make sure that those aren't
Yeah,
also
right?
gator skin.
Exactly.
Although Balzac's cowboy boots might be under more suspicion.
Balzac's
Yeah.
not wearing the cowboy boots. They're in the bag.
Hmm, true.
What were you gonna say, Emma? Sorry.
I was just saying, what are you gonna do?
Balzac is just gonna put the pitching wedge away, and he's gonna walk past the alligator.
Yeah, Carmine follows you two, and now Tab and Alley Cat, you're just like hanging out with an alligator. What's going on?
Alley Cat's been muttering to it the whole time.
Tab is convinced Alley Cat can speak alligator. Tab is just in awe. Should we ask it to stay here and like make sure no one follows us?
And so Alley Cat kind of like she looks around a little bit. Does she see any like sticks or like pipes, that kind of thing that she could?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool. She's gonna take that and take her zip ties out and like splint the alligator's broken leg.
You want to make me a first aid check on that?
Hey Tab, could you help me?
Absolutely. I'm so good at that.
Or perhaps do it for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, because that was a 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would a 16 be better?
Yeah, so Tab, you start to zip tie the splint to the alligator's broken leg. Again, ascending
Like you do.
Yeah, as you do. And Alley Cat, it is quite painful for the alligator, so you're gonna have to make another like animal handling check.
All right.
An alligator calming check.
Alligator calming check. That one is not. 11.
Yeah. It starts to struggle a bit.
Imagine it would.
Yeah, and it messes up your attempt. So you're gonna have to make another attempt.
Okay. All right. More first aid on the way. That is another 16.
Okay, and another animal handling check to keep this thing from going hostile.
12.
You want to maybe pump a luck into that, or an
Okay.
Emma point?
Yeah, I could. Would 2 luck points be enough?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you're able to keep the alligator still, Alleycat, while Tab successfully splints the broken leg of the alligator. And as you guys get up to move, it starts to follow you.
And what do I have to roll to figure out if it's a girl alligator or a boy alligator?
Int.
Or do I just decide what kind of name the alligator gets to have?
I mean, gender neutral. Go either way.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'll allow you to make me a perception check to
You should call it.
determine
You
the
should call it
gender.
Jobby.
Jobby?
Aye, Jobby.
15 perception.
All right. Odds, it's a male. Actually, 1 to 2, it's a male. 2 to 4, or 3 to 4, it's a boy or a female, and then 5 to 6, it's non-binary. It's a female alligator.
Perfect. Perfect. Her name is Sophia now. And Alley Cat is just like, good girl, Sophia. You want to come with us?
So Alley Cat now has a pet alligator.
And an Emma point for that. You guys just ruined my campaign balance, haven't you?
How did I not get an Ember point for a shitligator? God damn it.
Don't talk
I-
about Sophia
oh.
that way.
A witty pun does not equal gaining the party an attack alligator.
You're right. It's fucking better.
So Sophia's just like, how is her gait? Is she walking after us? Like, can she bear weight on her splinted leg?
She's limping pretty. She's not going as fast as you.
Okay.
But because she's in the water, she's able to displace some
Okay.
of her weight.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That helps. I'm a little concerned about this gross water infecting her leg wound, but that is a bridge that we'll cross when we get to it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll lift some antibiotics from this Corpo's house or something.
Mr. Bates.
Yeah. What do you think the dosage is? Antibiotics for an adult alligator. Are we talking adult alligator here?
It's probably by weight. So, like, how much more of an, like, for how much do alligators weigh?
Yeah, how big is Sophie? Is she like
How big is Sophia? Is she like a 200-pound alligator?
She's a good 10-footer.
Okay.
Well,
You
I
know,
know,
we should
making
ask
a
Barry.
very
very
like-
important.
You
We should
know,
ask Barry how much alligators weigh.
you guys can't keep this alligator. It's a wild sewer alligator. You know that, right?
It's not wild anymore. It's got a name.
Google told me immediately she would weigh approximately 270 pounds.
Flix goes, this is like a 270-pound alligator here. How are you going to get it out of the sewer?
We have.
It's going to climb the ladder, obviously.
Well, maybe not with a
Yeah.
busted leg.
I shot 2 of its legs.
Obviously, Balzac's gonna lift her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's
she can wait here for us to
fucking
come
obvious.
back. Or she can wait here for us to come back and then come back to Letitia Heights with us.
Yeah.
She would not be the strangest thing in Letitia Heights.
I just like
Slimy
to,
Pete.
I'd like
could
to
have an
point out, I
attack
think
alligator.
did you say 200 pounds?
270.
Because I'm getting according to Wikipedia, about 200 kilograms.
It depends on how long they are.
That's
How
true. I feel
many
like
of
an
us,
alligator would be
raise of
way
hands,
more.
how many of us have alligator statistics up on one of their devices right now?
Yes,
Okay.
a 10-foot alligator weighs about 270 and an 11-foot would weigh about 400. 12-foot alligators are rare, but will achieve approximately 475 to 525 pounds. Thank you for joining us for Cyberpunk Independence Nature
Alligator
Wildlife Show.
All right, so I don't give one shite about this alligator. Perhaps we should get back on track to Mr. Bates.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a plan. We take Sophia to Mr. Bates's house and she eats him while we steal his shit.
That's a great idea, Tab. I love how you think.
I mean,
So let me get this straight. A wildly dressed pimp, a Carmen Sandiego in a red sequins gown, and a plaid adorned businesswoman with a golfer and a 10-foot long alligator just going to walk nonchalantly down the corporate street and not get noticed.
Is
You
it
know,
the weirdest thing to be
We
seen
really-
on the streets of Night City?
We should
Well,
get Sophia
for-
disguised too.
For like Manhattan on a Saturday night, no, that's probably what you'd find. For like a suburb,
Maybe Sophia can wear Alley Cat's hat.
solved. You got it.
Well, we'll worry about that. You know, Sophia can probably wait for us here, and then we'll come back and get her when we go back to Letitia Heights.
Okay.
yeah, this is yes, it's exactly
She's a
what
very
we should do.
Yeah, she's a very smart girl. I'm sure she could find her way to Letitia
It's
Heights
a very
anyway, even
important
without
part
us.
of this group.
yeah, this is the first time they've been split where like even Slicks is looking at Balzac and he's like, yeah, and he leans and he's like, they do this. They've done this with many different types of animals before. So
yeah, because this makes perfect fucking sense.
yeah, get used to this. This is weird.
This is a fucking mess magnet.
I think we've only adopted one animal that shouldn't become dinner. So this is really just self-preservation.
Yeah, we
I remember
also
chickens and pigs, and there was like a
A
a
merman.
mermaid type merman thing.
that was a baby, not
Marbert
an
is not
animal.
lunch. Marbert is
Yeah.
family.
Okay, well, that's quite a menagerie you're building there, ladies. But Carmine, why don't you lead the way?
Yeah, so Carmine leads you. It takes another about half an hour because your alligator is injured. And finally Carmine points up a ladder and he goes, that leads up to Mercer and he just keeps looking at the alligator. Yeah, that's the pothole. That's an alligator.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And Balzac is going to start. He's going to start walking up the ladder, and he's going to go into his golf bag, and he's going to get like into one of the pockets. He's going to get a dental mirror. And he's going to try and stick the dental mirror up in the hole of the sewer, and like look around and see if there's anybody there.
No, it's pretty late. It's about 3 a.m. Street lights are on, but you see it's a street with about 10 large homes, modern looking homes, ranch style. And judging by the numbers, 70 seems to be about four homes down.
Okay, so Balzac is going to look down. He's going to say, all right, everybody get ready. Man the ladder and we'll get out as soon as possible. I'll push the thing up and then y'all come quickly.
Are we changing clothes before or after we exit
You
sewer?
should probably change them on the ladder so you don't get the shite on the legs.
Alley Cat takes off all of her clothes except for her armor, which would be like her bottom layer. And where am I keeping my clothes, storyteller? Where do we keep our changed clothes?
Well, you got an NPR bag.
We do have an NPR bag.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have an NPR bag.
We could rest them atop our new alligator friend.
I was gonna say in the belly of an alligator.
Yeah, I mean, NPR bag doesn't have anything, like it could stay here. Unless we feel the need to change into our non-disguises once we leave Paul Bates's house.
Do you think we might want to use it to take things with us?
Storyteller, how big is my NPR bag? It does have a lot of pockets, but is it like a standard shoulder bag or is it like one of
Yeah.
those nice, like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a large center pocket,
Hmm.
and then the side pockets are all
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring it just in case and we'll see. We can always ditch some stuff if we need to.
Well, Alley Cat's gonna fold all her clothes neatly and set them on Sophia's back. And just tell the alligator, watch this for me, please.
And Sophia, she sits down on her hind legs. And Carmine like climbs up halfway of the ladder, and he just sits on one of the rungs. I'm just gonna stay here and like right here on this ladder.
Yeah, probably safer. This is just a fucking clown show. All right, is everybody ready to go?
Carmine, my man, are you gonna stay there while we climb over you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
You
well,
do you.
great. So, Balzac is going to gently push the person hole cover off. He's going to slide up, and he's going to grab it so that it's ready to go back gently on the place when everybody's out.
All right. Slicks, what are you doing?
Flicks is gonna come up. He's gonna be the last one up because he only's got one hand, so he has to kind of go slowly until he gets all the way up, making sure his garb is kept clean.
And Carmine gives you a push up too.
Oh yeah, thanks, buddy. And he climbs up and out.
Tap.
Sorry, had a moment. Did you call me like how we're getting out? Because I thought Slicks was last.
Oh yeah. So the rest of you just went before Slicks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
will say, Alley Cat hasn't put the dress on yet. She's holding the dress in her mouth and carrying and letting Tab keep the shoes until they're up top.
Does anyone know, do alligators whimper like dogs do when you leave them?
How would anybody fucking know that?
Well, I got a new search tab here.
All right, so Alley Cat walks into the street more or less buck naked, putting a dress on and shoes, and then Balzac is going to replace the person hole cover gently. His body is quite high; he can easily maneuver it in place.
All right. And now what are you doing? Are you heading towards Paul's house?
Right, yeah. I guess there's like a basic like we're surrounded in some sort of like rich cul-de-sac, I guess. Like
Yeah.
so we're I guess like Slicks is immediately trying to find some like cover behind some probably rich cars that are parked on the road or some sort of
Yeah, each driveway has like a really nice car, like a Beamer or Mercedes. Several of the houses have hedges.
Okay, great.
Balzac is going to lean into Slicks. He's like, "Remember, we belong here. We don't have to hide.
Are there
Confidence."
there's not a lot of people walking around these places at 3 a.m, pal.
And at that, you hear a car
Oh shit!
and high beam, or not high beams, but light beams, kind of make that arcing motion as the car pulls onto Mercer from the other street. What are you gonna do?
Steal the car, obviously.
What's that?
Impulse is to steal the car, but
Okay, so the car
carjacking.
comes closer and then it stops right next to you, and it's a security car. And the guard looks at you, looks at Slicks and Alley Cat, and goes, "Who the hell are you guys?"
Funny story. We were visiting our friend Paul, and we had a little too much to drink. I've been tasked. I'm taking them back up to Paul's house to get cleaned up because these two wandered off, and my friend Balzac here, we went out to find them. And so, would you be able to give us a lift back to Paul's house?
And,
He lives at 70 Mercer Trail. Stop it.
he sniffs a bit and goes, "You guys smell like shit."
That's they had too many jalapeno poppers, and the digestive just really.
Make me a persuasion check.
Do 10s explode?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a 19 to start, plus 5, so 24.
So the guard looks at you, looks at the others, goes, listen, I can't, this is a new squad car. I can't get it dirty. I'll get, but
I totally understand.
you guys, like 70 is just a couple of doors down, you're not far. Just don't loiter around, please. And don't let them shit on anyone's lawn.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry that we disturbed you. We'll keep them more in hand.
Right, and he nods and he pulls off and he makes a round with the car in the cul-de-sac and then passes you again and then pulls off onto the other street.
Slicks is like, Tab, you should be a fixer. Come on.
It's the mom vibes. Who's gonna disbelieve that I'm taking 2, Kara, you 2, 3? Yeah, it's the mom vibes.
No, I'm fine.
I know you are, honey. You're fine.
Did I?
Honey, the fuck?
Shh, keep it down.
That's my sarcastic taking care of you. Anyway, please. Yeah, Alley Cat.
Did Alley Cat have time to spray her hair? Does she have dark hair right now?
No, not yet.
Okay. Tab, can you do the hair for me real quick? And she takes the hat off.
Yeah.
Before I like get the dress on. And
yeah, if you flip over, I'll do your hair.
she's real short hair, like it's basically this.
Balzac is gonna lean into Slicks and he's gonna say, "They're always focused on the important details, are they not?"
Yeah,
Details are very important.
They see things differently than we do.
Did you talk your way out of a security guard interaction, Balzac?
Did you talk your way into a pet alligator, Balzac?
Boom.
I don't need a pet alligator. I have my fucking gun.
Well,
What about when you run out of bullets?
You know what doesn't run out of bullets? Fucking
alligator.
pitching wedge.
No, that's an alligator.
Wait, a pitching wedge is what the fuck are you talking about?
All right, all you Steve Irwins and Jack Nicholases, come on, this way.
puts the hat right back on her head and she like pulls the dress up. Asks Tab to help zip it up in the back.
Yeah, zippers,
Shoes.
Yep.
Zippers and shoes. Okay, so what are we... Now that we're all dressed fancy to break into a man's house, how are we going to break into a man's house in our fancy clothes?
Next on
Bush.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild America, we break into Mr. Bates' house, but we don't know fucking how. we're just gonna walk up there and blunder forward until we figure it out. He's gonna look at Tab and Alley Cat and Slicks. Anyone have any skills at fucking larceny, or are we just gonna fucking wing it?
I, in fact, no longer have a baseball bat. Otherwise, I'd be able to take care of the doorknob, sir.
Who you just fucking go and break the doorknob?
Yeah.
It's like, why
Or
not just
before.
fucking swing at the window with a bag of hammers? Because I thought you're subtle. Are you kidding me?
Buddy, first of all, I'm flashy as fuck. Second of all, you've clearly never lived in Letitia Heights.
Don't know how the fuck you made it this far. Salted fuckburgers, Jesus Christ.
Sheer willpower.
Do you have any pick locking or electronic security tech?
I do. I'm very good at that.
Oh, perfect.
How is a 21?
Well, why don't you save that 21 until we get to the door?
Okay. I'm pre-rolling. I thought maybe we like had made it there while Balzac and Alley Cat were creating a scene.
No, Bonsack had just asked you if you had any skills in, and the storyteller was interested in that fact
Yes,
as well.
I have plus 12 in my techs. I have 12 techs. I'm very good at them.
Tab, Slicks, I have a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
And she kind of like moves the hat around a little bit. How much do I look like my sister?
In the dark, pretty
Ooh.
good. That's a good hat.
Hat. Real close, right?
Close enough. It's a little disconcerting now that I think about it.
You know what? I'm gonna say you look nothing like your sister. You look like you, Alley Cat.
Well, that's not gonna help me pretend to be her, is it, Slicks?
Oh shit. Okay.
Who's your sister and why is Mr. Bates gonna care?
Big important corp.
I don't know that they're like orgying that everybody's gonna be fucking everybody. What the fuck? Why can't we just go in, get this gun and leave?
We
Why does
could.
it have to be fucking fancy? Go in, pick the lock, fucking open the door, fucking grab the shit, fucking leave. Why does it have to be a fucking fancy plan? There's fucking deception and
It's
there's
a
fucking
backup
other
plan.
shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
you haven't done a big score like we have, okay? Look, me and these two ladies and a friend of ours, we took over an entire building of not Arasaka, but you know what I mean? What was it? What was the
Reclaim
company?
Inc.
The Reclaim Inc. Okay?
Question 1. How did that
We stopped the
fucking end up
bombing
for
in
you?
Letitia Heights.
Like, how did it this is how it fucking ended. Like, what's this stealth? Subtlety. Christ. Let's do
You
it
have
differently.
your style. We have ours.
Oh, yeah, I have my style. I have my style. She's fucking, you got my style.
His-
She's got fucking their styles.
And
I mean,
Alley
you don't
Cat
happen
leans
to
over
have
to
any-
Tab.
Do you have
It's
any
just like-
Canadian Prime Minister masks in that golf bag of yours?
What? Who the
Just
fuck has a
checking.
Canadian Prime Minister? Why the fuck would I have a I can't even with any of you right now. You're all fucking messy. You're all fucking like a spilled haggis on the fucking table. I don't even know I feel like I've lost control of this situation. Like, you're all gonna fucking die. Slicks is gonna have his insides on the outside. Fucking Alley Cat is gonna be prancing around like she has something to do. Tab's gonna be trying to fix everyone. And we're all gonna be fucking dead. All of us. And that'll be a first for me
question.
because I don't fucking die.
I have a question for you, Balzac.
Oh, fucking Christ, fine.
Did you ever truly believe you were in control here?
Welcome to the team.
You're all still alive.
And with that, the headlights come around again, and the car pulls up. Why are you still here?
Have you ever tried to get a stubborn drunk Scotsman home?
No, but my cousin's Irish.
Yeah, yeah. How was the last family wedding you went to?
Okay. Well, he's a teetotaler. It's the Welsh cousin. That's the drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys just hear a dog? I gotta go check that out. Just get going. And he drives off looking for that dog.
So fucking messy. Jesus. Can we just go fucking do this job? Do this job and fucking get out of here? Please. For the love of Christ.
You don't have to stick around, dude.
No, yes, I do. For reasons not to be discussed, I do have to stick around to protect my fucking investment. I've already slang half my ass for y'all. Now I need the rest of my ass to fucking get paid.
Right. Sounds like a convincing argument.
Yeah.
Slicks. Slicks, do you want to take point on this, or do we send our mom?
Look, I'd love to, but I'm missing one of my hands.
It's true.
I think the group mom should do it. She's kept us out of trouble so far.
I mean, okay.
know-
But like by myself, or am I taking backup?
You go by yourself.
Well,
I'll stay out
all
here. because
together, no.
There's gonna be
Together.
security, and I can use my teleoptics. I can keep an eye on you. I've got my implants. I can make sure we can just keep in close communication.
Alley Cat's going with Tab, though.
So's Balzac.
Oh, okay. Slicks just watched 3 of his friends. Oh, okay. He's by himself. But he's
Like,
good.
why don't you come with us, and then we'll go together, and then many hands making light work and all that shite.
I got one hand, man.
Yeah.
Plus,
You know, before you mentioned that, I hadn't heard it, so thank you for sharing that information. It feels new to me.
look, you think 4 of us going into one man's house at 3:30 in the morning is not going to be
I mean,
suspicious?
this one convinced the guard that it made sense, and here we are. It's going to
You
be
know-
weird if he comes back and you're sitting on the curb and the rest of us are inside.
All right. But if we get caught, I'm blaming you.
If
I'm
we
already
get caught,
blaming
I'm
him
just
for
gonna
everything.
Fucking kill everyone. I mean, not you, probably.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't have to stick around, buddy.
No, as I've said, I do need to stick around. Now, let's go to the house. Let us go forward to our mission is in the house. Let us go and how'd you wished and fucking get there.
So, are these houses set up so we can actually just walk up to the door? Or are they gated? Or like
No,
fenced?
It's opened up. It's each house has a pretty sizable lawn. The only security from the road, there's no sidewalk. From the road to the lawn is a hedge. Most of the homes have a low hedge. And when you get to 70, you see it's a 2-story ranch style, like modern house. So it looks like a combination of like a Frank Lloyd Wright and a 60 style bungalow. Yeah, and there's no lights on, and there's a garage and a front door.
Any signs of like an alarm system? I mean, I'm sure all these corporate houses have these.
Well, yeah, near the door there's a keypad for sure, and there's a camera mounted on the garage pointing at the driveway.
Well, it is 3:30, so hopefully nobody's keeping an eye on their security cameras. Now, like, do we just want to go in and ring the doorbell and be Laura Pratt, or do we want to be sneaky?
Where are any of the windows not curtained, like to the extent that Slicks would be able to look into the house.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any curtains in that. So they're all like open window concept.
What?
Yeah, and I mean, there's curtains upstairs. You can't see into the bedroom, but in the on the front of the house, besides the garage door and the front door, is a large window, and inside you can see that it's like a formal living room. So there's a fireplace and a couple of couches. This just looks like where he would entertain.
And looks pretty empty in there, but they're probably asleep upstairs. That's probably where he keeps his gun. Well, Balzac,
Sally forth. What the fuck are we waiting for? We know what we have to do. Pick the lock, go inside, steal the gun, fucking leave.
Could keep it in his garage. Or there's a
Oh,
safe.
something that expensive he's not going to keep in his
No.
garage. No, he'd keep like no guns in the garage.
Okay. All right, then front door it is.
So Alicat, there's tab there it's like a keypad on numbered keypad on the doorknob. You know, when you put in the code, it unlocks it. But there's also like an alarm keypad next to the door, and you recognize it. It's a pretty sophisticated alarm system.
Would I recognize if it's as simple, like, is there an admin password that I could override the alarm with, or is there?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So why don't you roll me a electronic cybersecurity check?
18.
Yeah, you so you enter the code. You remember that this brand has a min code, and it actually a little light goes from red to green, but the doorknob is still locked. So you're gonna have to do a pick lock on that.
You got it. All right. I am not nearly as good as picking locks as I am with overriding alarms, but that's a 10. And that's a 5. So that's a 21.
That's exactly, well, I mean, that's more than what you needed. So yeah, the doorknob unlocks and you're able to like open the door.
Is it an indoor, like a push door, or a pull door?
It's
okay. Hey, Balzac, can you do that thing with your mirror again and just see if there's anyone inside before we go in?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
And he'll get the mirror and he'll look inside.
Yeah, so you put the mirror in and you can see that there's a long hallway. To the right, there's the living room, and you can see that there's posters, like really nicely framed posters of like samurai concert posters. There's even like a T-shirt that's framed. To the left, there's it's probably, you can see a toilet, so it might be a bathroom. There's a stairway leading up, and there's a closed door to the left, and you can't see what's at the end of the hallway.
If it was me and I was a fan of this shite, I would have one fake gun on display and one real gun hiding in plain sight. Balzac is going to go and gently try and grab the large framed poster on the mantle and lift it up and see if there's anything behind it, like a safe, and he's going to do that for all the stuff on the wall.
Okay, so you go to the first one and you go to do that. What are the others doing?
Freaking out.
Okay, Slicks, what are you doing?
I'm just silently with my gun in my left hand near my gun, just being really silent, going in, checking around, looking around the house, looking up the stairs, see if anyone's coming.
Taking off my high heels and walking through the house with no shoes on because I'm civilized.
Okay, so Alicat, as you go into the living room where Balzac is, you're looking around, you see that yeah, there's lots of these framed photos. But on the mantle of the fireplace, there's a photograph, and it's of this well-dressed man, and a very lovely looking woman next to them, and their arms around each other. And there's another couple that are in the photograph, and it's Laura Pratt and Aster.